Hi, I'm Kristen Jerkins, and for my leadership portfolio, I chose to interview Steve Silver from thelegalblitz.com in order to better understand the business of law in the sports industry. Steve is an accomplished sports journalist with a love for sports law and has a passion to succeed. To start off the interview, I asked Steve about his career and experiences with sports law. After graduating from Northwestern University's Medill School of Journalism, Steve began his career by covering minor league baseball and mixed martial arts at the Tennessean in Nashville before becoming a multimedia reporter for the Las Vegas Sun. At this point in his career is where Steve started to see just how all-encompassing the world of sports law was. Almost every type of law is in sports, from criminal law, contracts, torts, immigration, labor law, and intellectual property. Steve had very little understanding of legal law outside of Law and Order, but wanted to learn more. After learning about the various types of front office roles for a professional team, Steve decided that law school would best help him get into a front office or management position within the sports industry. After enrolling in Beasley School of Law at Temple University, Steve became a devoted student and research assistant for Temple sports law professor Jeremy DeRue, author of Advancing the Ball. Question 2. How did you become interested in sports contracts and negotiations? Steve was quick to point out that almost every story you hear on ESPN has some sort of legal backdrop. Labor strikes, salary arbitrations, arrests, scandals, operation changes, and even divorces. Behind all of these are lawyers who have to read, write, and interpret contracts. The mechanics of how everything worked really fascinated him, and he felt that major sports news outlets were only skimming the surface. After seeing holes in coverage, he decided to start up the Legal Blitz. Their goal is to take a popular news story and break it down from the legal nuts and bolts in a way that sports fans, whether lawyers or not, can enjoy and understand. Question 3. What are the most challenging aspects of sports law? Steve replied that sports law is a really fascinating area because it changes so rapidly, encompasses so many different topics, and is, of course, often in the public spotlight because of who the clients are. In addition, it seems as if almost everyone you meet wants to go into sports law. Question 4. Do you have any negotiation techniques that you like to use? Steve replied that the number one negotiation technique is to be well informed with everything related to the negotiation. Be prepared for everything and expect unexpected questions. Second, focus on what you're trying to achieve. Be specific and clear in order to stick to your goal. Also, listen to your fellow negotiators. Think about their interests and needs in order to work towards a common goal that is fair to everyone. Question 5. In your experience, what are the most important parts of a contract? Steve explained that the three key parts of a contract is offer, acceptance, and consideration. With an offer and acceptance, one party must make an offer. The other party must review, accept, or assent to the terms offered. This is key to a negotiation as it requires a lot of attention to detail. With a mutual exchange of something of value, consideration is also an important key to negotiating a contract. Question 6. What advice do you have for someone trying to break into the sports industry and/or sports law? Steve's advice was to make yourself stand out beyond good grades. You really have to sell your skills in a sports-specific way. For him, starting the Legal Blitz was a way to pick the brains of top sports lawyers and agents in the nation. Ask questions and network with others. This is key. Marketing yourself is also really important. Steve once pasted his resume around a football. Some thought that was crazy, but it got him an interview. When looking for multimedia jobs, he sent out a DVD with his resume and clips on it. It's the little things like these that can make you stand out from others. Experience can also make a difference. Intern and learn as much as possible. If you don't have experience in the sports industry and you can't afford to take an unpaid internship to gain some, then go out and become an expert in something else. There are a few areas of law that you can crack into a bit easier and then go out and market those skills to break into sports. Finally, know the game. Knowing what you're talking about can make a huge difference and impress interviewers. Even if it has nothing to do with the job, it will make you stand out from all the other applicants. Thank you for watching my leadership portfolio with Steve Silver. I hope this interview has helped you better understand the business of sports law, as it has for me. The key lessons I have learned are to ask as many questions as possible and negotiate with confidence and focus in order to reach your goals. If you're interested in sports law, please check out Steve Silver's sports law blog at thelegalblitz.com or follow the blog on Twitter at thelegalblitz.